a shiny object that fills the bottle 2 charges. Anything to make it a little less just RNG based.
What about if it was a activatable fairy fire? He may try to stack some camp.
I mean, you can see though, both 4s are around mid, right? Like you can't be in a scenario where you leave your mid on an island here.
And they're around mid because the mid lane is so important and those runes are so important. As Kuro will get a kill down bottom.
Yeah, the problem is for Bait though, you really can't do anything to help your Beastmaster. Nyx is not a very strong laner.
Weeha trying to avoid the Impale. The SF not looking to go in for the raises other than the single one.
It was really cool by GH though. They don't know for sure if that's real or not, and now he's actually gonna.
Yep. The toss back into an LSA, and Weeha and GH will get themselves a kill.
That's a TI winning play right there. You bait with the illusion so they don't go aggressively on Weeha. In reality, you're actually coming in from behind to be able to pick up a kill on the enemy for a really nice play.
Yeah, as I was saying, the 2-minute bounty rune's really important as GH gets a kill with it there.
On a haste or an invis rune, but hey, you gotta make the best of it.
He even stacked the camp with it too, so got a lot out of it. And while Nigma, things go from bad to worse, there's another kill down bottom. GH just everywhere on this map. Not even sure it was needed for that kill, but either way, 4 kills.
Another reason I feel like a lot of teams, if you really want to become top tier, your 5 needs to learn how to play Furion, Chen, and Enchantress well. You look at OG, it's not just for the laning prowess, it's the free stacks you get with the creeps.
We had denied already. He can't do it. Oh, he wanted to pick it up, but he goes down. GH will grab this regen room, but the board there with some extra slows. Luckily, Kuro has that shotgun to slow them down and stop them from chasing. Nice kill onto the mid laner. This is also, I mean, we mentioned the mid matchup, but Dendi SF, I feel like that's a pretty iconic player-hero combo as well. I mean, Dendi's been around a while. He has a few iconic heroes. Lanes, but they're going to stick down bot because they want another kill. They want to completely ruin Ghostic's games, as if they haven't already done that. The poor guy, he's 0-3, about to be 0-4. The cookie stun is there. The toss to follow it up. LeBron looking for a counter kill on his Witch Doctor, but feels a little bit too little too late. Level 2 Maledict, not going to amount to much as Miracle.
This Witch Doctor hero, and effectively every other team here thinks the hero is dog shit, so...
Just like Gambit, who have been picking it all tournament long.
Hey man, I don't know how many games it's going to be winning. It will get picked.
No. FNG has been playing a lot of Witch Doctor too, but no, you're right. It's definitely a hero that most teams completely ignore in this support position. Yeah, this bottom lane is a bit of a bloodbath right now.
And cores just keep going down. That's 4 or 5 I've seen Ghostic lose. Mid lane, just both cores of Nigma so far ahead.
The 5 position have had a better idea of where to play, which lanes to play, and how to control this early game, because it feels like LeBron's Witch Doctor just hasn't been sure where to go and where to play, but can they get GH? Speaking of the supports, King out trying to get a kill. Can't quite do it. Dendi with a bit of a body block on his teammate there, unfortunately. Still wants to maybe turn and get some kills here with a haste rune. He's definitely got the ability to do so, but they've already lost Ghostic. He'll get the trade, but it's just a Kuro kill, so... Oh, meanwhile, Dendi running into the leaner here. The LSA was there, ready for it with the ward. He needs a couple more right clicks, doesn't have the damage. The raindrop saving his life there. The haste is about to wear off, though. The ward, I imagine, with that blind stun from the low ground.
And in a previous life, that would have been an easy save for Ghostic because your Borslow used to pierce BKB, was much better against Lifesteal at the time. Now you just rage and you're unslowable. They had a sentry. They probably know what's up.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
He walks into it and gets the Maledict. There's going to be a Carapace stun. Kingar holding on to the Impale. GH back into the trees. He should still go down here, I imagine. Yeah, there's 4 heroes around him. He's done for.
This is 5 heroes, though. And if you look bottom, Miracle's killing the bottom tower, and now just continuing to free farm as now Nigma can look to move towards mid. Already with an Armlet going to be finished on the Lifestealer. I really like this build, by the way, the Armlet Desto. I've been talking to one of my little brothers who is a mechatronics engineer, and he ran the math, and he's like, guys, Maelstrom's dog shit. Go Armlet Desto into Abyssal, you'll kill everything.
Yep, he's an engineer. I trust him, Kyle.
Me too. I dropped out of community college.
No, not much better than me. I dropped out of college as well, so viewers out there, don't trust Kyle and I when it comes to Dota. As well as maybe trust Dendi. He's managed to set his team up with a couple of kills with those raises from the high ground. Double kill for him. Miracle can't really rock up to this fight and do a whole lot. It's already been lost. 3 for 1 in favor of Bait.
Yeah, and you can hear the crowd. It is uncommon to hear a crowd actively cheering for the team playing against Nigma, but they are doing that right now, which I personally love when there's like a feel to, you know, a true, because this is really, there's a big underdog here.
Yeah.
Nigma heavily favorited, and of course Dendi, the heart and soul of Ukrainian Dota, not surprised to see that the boys behind us are backing them. The same impact on the team. Maledict coming out on the Timber. MC in some trouble.
Oh, the cast bounces to the lane as well. MC gets bumped out, but I think that Maledict may do enough damage to kill him off. King goes down. Lifestealer, such a good matchup against the Nyx since you can't Carapace against the Rage, and with the toss in Miracle, he's chomping his way on a second kill. Double kill for him. He responds to Dendi's aggression and kills up top with some action of his own. Haste, just because, I mean, we talked a lot about the Crystallis efficiency. Gloves of Haste is the most efficient attack speed item.
Yep, and it's just the 400 gold now as well. Dendi, they're going to chase after Wee. That's the kill you've got to go for. You need to get on top of this lead, and here comes everybody else.
Wee tries to turn for the stun. Dendi jukes it, but they still don't have the damage or catch to follow up and kill off Wee. Instead, King R goes down, and Mind Control just leading the charge here. Kuro from afar, dropping the Mortimer's Kisses. As Dendi will get bullied back. Pio's here as well. He's already half HP because of the Snapfire ultimate. Pio now going to time walk away, does not have the Chronosphere for 10 more seconds, and just doesn't feel like they can take this fight. Just a 4-position trade, like 4v1 where they isolate him. You know, they've got kind of the stuns to do so with Chrono, Nyx, and Beastmaster Roar. Beastmaster Roar against the Raid seems to me one of the best tools they have, as we'll catch Dendi and the Nyx of King R getting a support kill in mid. Gets a small cheer from the crowd, you know, a small sign of life, but ultimately a kill that doesn't amount to much. Perhaps more importantly, they're taking this top tier 1 tower, getting some map control of their own.
But look at the warding from Nigma as well. I love this. You've got 3 incredible wards placed, which means that Miracle can play bottom. Hang on, a toss in. That's going to be a dead King R.
Yep. Miracle just rages up, gets an easy kill with this Deso completed. Are they going for round 2? Nope, it's top lane, it's Dendi. With that fear, the raises, he needs to hit all of these. Mind Control, going to try Timber Chain away, but the long raise is there. I don't think that is going to be enough damage to kill him off. Back at mid, Theo has the Chronosphere, but I don't think he can go for this. He may just need to throw it to save his own life. It's not really ideal. Yeah, he's trying to run, but he's still getting nuked down by that Snapfire, and the damage is enough to kill him off. Absolutely devastating for Bait, as they won't kill the Lifestealer. He goes into a creep to infest. He's also healing up while all this is going on, so he's going to be able to pop out soon and have plenty of health. Dendi, he's trying to use this Shadow Amulet to juke around, but he just hasn't got the ability to stay alive. The Rage from Miracle coming out. The Armlet Toggle's there as well.
Miracle's so fucking good. He reads, like, he knows Nyx pops Carapace. It's the right play, because if he infest bombs out, he's going to get stunned. Maybe you're able to kill him. Instead, he waits inside, just a little longer than you'd expect. Rage cooldown comes off, he then pops out, you land those kills. It's just low risk, that's the thing. If you're gonna beat Nigma, you've got to outplay them. They are not going to hand you opportunities very often, and thus far, the way this game's played out, it's just not much Bait can do to make things happen. As you can see, as soon as Void has the Chrono, he's just gonna die to a Lifestealer with double his net worth. Now you go straight into the Roche pit. It's gonna be an Aegis on top of your Lifestealer now. This game doesn't get any easier.
Master Roar through the Rage, the Chronosphere, but with how miserably the side of this game has gone, it just has not worked out as all. So we'll see that Rage against the Nyx. Hero that does not like to play against the Lifestealer.
No. And it's just funny, like, I don't know if they did the math themselves, but Miracle's legitimately going the build that Push tried to prove was proper for like 2 weeks now. It's just quite funny. I imagine they've probably studied that tiny build for similar ways, just about it's about utilizing your gold as effectively as possible. So his survivability, which then makes it much easier for him to properly position and play team fights.
Well, they want Mind Control mid. They should be able to do so. That Maledict damage is going to add up. He has got the barrier though, and it looks like Mind Control with that magic resistance is going to stay alive. And now Dendi and co forced to retreat from the Snapfire ultimate, just being used to zone them away. Mind Control, yep, that hood giving it, it's 20%, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
not until
so
level 20, of course, but yeah. It's like you have Aegis, so you don't really need to wait that long, and they're just going straight onto the buildings.
Nope. Not needing the evasion talent. He's got the evasion of the halberd as well as the disarm, and Miracle, just like you say, going to the high ground, going to claim the tier 3 towers, kind of reminiscent of what he was doing on the tiny, but a little bit slower. At the same time, there's no way Bait can defend this one. It's not worth throwing a Chronosphere just on an Aegis, really, and Mind Control so tanky with this build of his that he can just frontline and not be afraid.
Just like, again, look at it, 6 item slots, all with value items.
Yeah, it's just everyone on Nigma seems to understand their role. They're not forcing plays. Miracle looking just to use up his Aegis. No, he's going to invest on that. We have season. Nobody gets a 2-hero LSA. Does get caught on the Carapace here. Nice cast with the Maledict as well. They're going to bring down Weeha. Great counterplay coming out from LeBron. They want Mind Control as well, but he's going to Timber Chain away with Chronosphere. Pio completely off the mark on that one, and now Miracle says, hello, it's my turn to go charging in. Dendi very low in health. Luckily, there's no detection, or the Snapfire ultimate may have finished him off. Instead, Nigma may just have to settle for the racks. instead of the kills, but that's going to probably leave a smile on their face as they get closer and closer to sealing the deal here. Toss back onto King R's Nyx Assassin. Miracle is there to finish off that kill, but they will get the counter kill on the Tiny, who overcommits a little bit. Instant buyback as well coming in from the Nyx Assassin as Miracle doing diving in deep here. He could be in some trouble. Miracle getting very low, does still have the Aegis. He saved it early with the Infest, and Dendi winding up the Requiem. Not going to go for it because of the Rage as Miracle to turn and fight. Shadowblade is there, so Dendi stays alive for a little bit longer. Miracle still no Infest to escape. They're going to just have to leave Mind Control. It looks like they cancel the Timber Chain. They get that kill. They also stun up Kuro as well. It looks like they may be holding their own here. Does Miracle to re-engage? 2 seconds till he's got Rage. He gets the slow onto Pio, whose Time Walk is still on cooldown. Pio gets brought down. Miracle spotting his opening. He's got one. He's looking for a second. He's got Ghostic as well. Channeling is in at Arteezy. That 1v5 Dota with the Lifestealer. Can he do it? With the buyback, it looks like he gets a little bit afraid. He's going to wait for the next Rage. 6 more seconds. Then Miracle can turn. Dendi goes charging forward with the Shadowblade. It looks like that's going to be enough to deter, as Miracle just going to Rage to block the Maledict damage.
Just playing so well. It's just so difficult to pierce this Nigma lineup. Looks like they're making mistakes.
DH. Ooh, toss forward, not the toss back, as the Raw. Oh, Weeha, he's too far forward. The Infest trying to give him some HP to survive through this one. Weeha still alive for a little bit longer. Gets the stun out onto LeBron, and Miracle with the Rage able to just get on top of Dendi. Another Shadowblade is there. This time, though, the avalanche damage is enough.
This is Nigma we expected to see at the start of the year, firing on all cylinders. Look at that. You know, it just, the way they go, they read these fights, right? I'm not sure how to teach it. I don't think you can. There's just like this uncanny ability of these players to read the fight. They flow in, they flow out. No matter if he loses Aegis, because he's now full health and mana, and he only had a minute left on it anyway.
It's like a beautiful dance you're describing, where they're, just like you say, going in and out, giving no openings to bait. Or the openings they give, it's to literally bait them in. It's not really openings. It's playing into Nigma's hand.
Look at bait. Like, they have this ring around the two heroes they can't touch, as Nigma effectively can just stand still because there's a choke point, there's 2 strength heroes, and then the rest of the squad's just watching from behind. It's a natural way. You can see how easy it is. They're sort of flowing in that star formation back and forth. So even if they overextend a bit, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't change the status quo of the fight. Baited aren't any closer to the enemy supports, even if they're closer to their base, because they've just acquired more territory as the cores move up.
Yeah, they have this at 23 minutes. They haven't completed all their tier 2 neutrals. Have they got this kill? Yeah.
All right.
He oversteps. The Caster Curse, as well as Miracle's been playing, he has not been flawless now. They're going to look to turn this one. The Snapfire Cookie is there. The Chain Stun with the Avatos combo. They blow up Dendi, but on the backline, it's Pio with the Chronosphere. He wants has Lina. Can he get enough damage? He gets the bash at the end of the Chrono, so he's got that kill. He wants Kuro next. Mind controls Timbersaw, zoning out the rest of the team. They can't really fight into that Timbersaw, but time walking forward is the Void. He wants Kuro, who's not tanky enough to survive against the Void, so they get that kill as well. GH can't blink away because of the Maledict damage. Does Pio have the ability to get this kill? There is going to be a toss away as Void tries to now time walk on after, but he can't. Oh, he does do so, but GH back to safety. I don't think they've got the damage from Mind Control. They do throw a cast here, and they're going to try for this one. He can't Timber Chain. Not with that time dilation. They may actually get this kill as well. Yeah, they've got the Maledict, so bait. Chakram zoning them away. No, even with the Maledict, it looks like Pio is just a little bit too afraid to go in. I think he's afraid of GH with that Avatos combo.
But both teams playing this sequence very well.
Yeah. Oh, blinks in, GH. What's he looking to do there? Gets the kill on the Witch Doctor.
It's just a shame. Baited, they're not playing bad at all. It just feels like Nigma have the stronger draft and the easier game plan to execute. Yeah, Miracle makes a misstep there. But again, you can just feel they retreat until they're in a stronger position. They've got vision on the high ground. They're standing on the high ground at a choke point. Boom. They strike, they kill Dendi.
Yeah, they take a 4v5 fight in a way where it felt kind of even or maybe slightly favored for them.
Yep, because you kill Dendi. You kill the damage dealer of the enemy team. Who cares if you've lost Miracle?
Yep. Well, they're going to go for Miracle again. He's being isolated and focused with that roll, but on the backlines, GH gets the Avatos combo, catches out 3 in the Avalanche, and they can't kill off the Lifestealer. Instead, it's Dendi going down once more, forced to buyback. That's going to kind of ruin his farm progression. Void dies as well. They've got no Chronosphere, so without these ultimates, it feels like there's nothing Bait can do. GH in the trees being found there. The Raze is doing some good damage, and 1 or 2 more right clicks here. They've got GH's Tiny. Miracle charging in. Once King R with the Rage, there's nothing you can do against him.
It's just Miracle goes forward. All these Nigma heroes have these cheap spells, do easy damage. When you retreat, once they all come off cooldown, you just do it again. And look at Miracle, man. How are you going to kill this guy? He's got 2,700 HP plus the evasion and the halberd active.
Yep. Well, he takes your axe, and Dandy looking to maybe set something up here. Has got the Requiem, but the Shadow Blade wearing off, and now a sentry being planted as well. Toss back, GH. He's been catching these heroes left, right, and center. It's the poor Witch Doctor of LeBron. I feel like we've seen that one a few times. This game has not been too friendly to him. As Dendi will be forced to just Shadow Blade away. Sentry gets placed just to make sure he doesn't get on top of Nigma for a Requiem. The Abyssal Blade, I think, catching him by surprise. The Chronosphere is there, but he's got two of his teammates in this one as well. Nyx Assassin follows up with an Impale, but Miracle is just way too taking the front lines. Both Void and SF go down, no buybacks. Surely GG, and there's the call. Bait have been knocked down to the lower bracket. They are not eliminated, but Nigma proving to be a bit too strong for them today.
They're playing incredibly clean. They had the better lineups.